I cannot believe it, guys! I cannot believe it! Atletico Madrid knocked Liverpool out of the Champions League, and Neymar and PSG actually finally do something and manage to get into the quarterfinals. This Champions League has the potential to be very unique and exciting. And please, COVID-19, coronavirus, please do not stop this. This Champions League is looking very well so far. What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. And today, of course, we're here to talk about the games in the UCL that we just saw. And shall we start off with the main game? Liverpool 2, Atletico Madrid 3, and el Cholo Simeone. ¿Qué cojones tiene este tipo? Huevos de acero, iron balls, literally. That's what Atletico Madrid always manage to put out of the bag. And today at Anfield, they demonstrated that because they do not only go in full aggregate against Liverpool and they beat them to progress to the quarterfinals, they beat them both legs. And well done on Atletico, a team that most of the time people were just gonna be like, it's easy for Liverpool, it's super gonna be damn easy. But no, man, you gotta get past Simeone, you gotta get past his fortress of a boss. And yeah, Atletico Madrid, well done. Before analyzing the game, I just gotta say, I read a thing of Jurgen Klopp, a statement in the press conference saying that Atletico should be playing the best football, that he doesn't understand why he plays this boring football. Come on, Klopp, at this stage in football, you are a manager, and those excuses do not cut it anymore. I may be a Barca supporter, I may be kind of like an endearer of the beautiful game, but I can also find the beauty in a good defensive tactician, in something like Simeone and a team like Atletico Madrid. Just because one team plays one way doesn't mean that they deserve or make less effort. Atletico Madrid today, they work their ass off, and sometimes you gotta do those guerrilla tactics to try and beat the best team in the world. And damn well fair to Atletico Madrid, because they managed to beat you, like I said, not only once but twice. But well, now this game, I gotta be honest with you, when it started I could see Liverpool getting into kind of the mentality, into the idea, into the rhythm that is gonna be simply a blowback game for them. They start slow, then they keep kind of like ramping up the intensity, get the one goal through with Wijnaldum in the 43rd minute, a good header from him, and from that point onwards I was like, well, this is it for Atletico. This is what Liverpool do, right? Because we've been taught this way. Liverpool do not lose at Anfield. And that's literally, like, if you were born in the last 2 years, this could probably be one of the most devastating moments in your life if you're a Liverpool fan. A 2-year-old Liverpool fan. Let's be honest. So, we all thought Liverpool were just going to get back into the game. And, well, we all go onwards into the extra time. Minute 94, Roberto Firmino get a goal. Kind of like a lucky goal. He shot, saved by Oblak, bounce of the post, then bounce back to Roberto Firmino, and he could easily just tap it in. At that stage, we were just all over. But enter substitute number 14. It's 14 or 16? I want to go with 14, okay? Don't count me on this one. Marcos Llorente. He decided to become Messi, and Messi with a kind of like a natural instinct of a predatory striker like Lewandowski for just the rest of this game. A player that has gotten 4 goals in professional football in total in his career. He scored 2 more, literally doubling down all of those in one of the most amazing fashions always. 2 goals against Liverpool, and the first one came from an amazing and I say amazing, but let's be honest, a shit pass from Adriano that I think it was Marcos Llorente himself that he intercepted, and then he just found his way into the box and shot from there. And a very slick finish, let's be honest. It wasn't close at all. So good job on Llorente, good job on Marquitos. And then the second one. The second one for me was the one where I was thinking, just wait it out. Because it was a counter-attack from Alvaro Morata through the right-hand side. Found Llorente in the middle. And then I was just waiting for someone through the left to pop up. You know, someone like Saul to come there from deep. But no, Llorente decided to go against that and actually drove back into the box onto his right-hand side, on his right foot, sorry. And then between 2 defenders of Liverpool and one that was coming back to get him, he manages to finish that in a very slight angle. That is a complete full-on like world-class number 9 strike finish right there. So good job on Llorente for being able to finish that. And I will not kid you, that, yes, of course, I was kind of celebrating those goals. I may be kind of a neutral, but let's be honest. You are gonna hold a grudge if Liverpool fucking beat your team 4-0, right? It's just realistic. I'm not trying to be a liar here on camera, but yeah, I was celebrating Atletico Madrid goals because it was an exciting game, because a part of me wanted to see Liverpool lose. But from that point onwards, well, we saw the goal from Alvaro Morata, and that's what it was. Atletico Madrid were in the quarterfinals, and there's nothing that Liverpool could have done. Literally, the away goal rule just demolished Liverpool, and there was just literally no chance for them anymore. But what can you attribute this defeat to then? If you're Liverpool, if you're a club, what would you analyze? Well, I would say the very first thing is finishing. 34 shots in this game, 11 on target, not good enough. With the type of players that you got there up front on your team, Roberto Firmino, Salah, Mane, you brought Origi, you brought Minamino, and they couldn't finish. You have to be a little more clinical. It was good for Atletico Madrid to put as many bodies as they wanted into the box, and like I say, those guerrilla tactics, defensive tactics, I appreciate them. Klopp maybe not, you may not, but it worked. And then the second thing is Adrian. Adrian was gonna cost Liverpool the game from the get-go. He made a little bit too many mistakes throughout the season already, and in a game like this, a huge game like this, probably the biggest game he's ever had in his career, it was a little bit too big for him. And at that stage, one mistake just became another carry situation for Liverpool. So Atletico Madrid, well done. It's going to be an exciting Champions League by far if it continues, because we know of the thing of coronavirus. So Atletico Madrid going to the quarterfinals. Interesting game, doesn't it? Interesting game. But now onto the second game, Neymar. I'll say Neymar. But now into the second game, PSG versus Dortmund. When we were watching this game, we had this one on the big screen. This one was where the audio was being played. First of all, we gotta say, the empty stadium. Man, you would have thought that would have influenced PSG a lot more in a negative sense. But in reality, Dortmund, I don't know why. They were the kind of... It was a little bit more intimidating even for them. Not having anyone in the field and just seeing... I don't know what could have been. I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of Dortmund players to think why they were kind of so shy, so limited. I think Dortmund didn't have as many chances I would have anticipated. Dortmund are always kind of this free-flowing team, and against PSG, they were completely the opposite. They couldn't strike a good kind of sense of passes together, and whenever they had the ball, I think the chances that they would have gotten were a little bit too strong, a little bit too fast. I think there was just like a nervy team. A team that looked a little bit nervous, and they didn't realize even, they didn't manage to cope with the lead that they had. A goal is literally all that Dortmund needed, and that should have been their initial kind of set their objective, and they could have managed to do so. From the sense of PSG, they had less possession, they had less shots, but they looked like they were always in control of the game. And what I do like about this PSG side, in contrast to the others of previous seasons, is that they 100% have more players that are ready to get greedy, that are ready to get into the ground, that are ready to step up when they need to in both defensive and attacking kind of positions. In attacking, you got Mbappe, Neymar, Di Maria, all of that. Of course, it's going to make a lot of sense. But I want to really focus defensively. Paredes was really good today, distributing the ball, but also being able to keep the spaces for interceptions and all of that. And don't even get me started on Idrissa Gana Gueye. That man is a machine. A 100% underrated Kante. He could be at that level if he really wanted to, and possibly made a move even before joining PSG, but he was excellent. Then we have people that contribute always, like Juan Bernat. This guy seems to always step up in the Champions League, scoring against Napoli, if I'm not wrong, twice last season. And then you have even people, someone like Kimpembe, for me, in many other games, like the one against United, of course, last year, he looked very clumsy, but today, his challenges were on point. And Thomas Tuchel, very good into understanding the game and what he needed from his players. I think that the selection of Cavani was a really good one to keep Hummels and to keep Zagadou very kind of occupied, while then Neymar had the opportunity and have more space to do what he wanted. We see right now some teams like Barcelona where a real number 9 is lacking, and Cavani is one of the best number 9s you can get at doing that job. Just simply annoying the hell out of the opponent's defenders so that your other players can benefit from that. And Di Maria and Neymar were having a field day because all of the work that Cavani was doing. So that's going to be everything for today, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If you want me to cover some news about the COVID-19 or coronavirus, because it could affect certainly more games coming soon. Because Sevilla-Roma, we know Roma ain't traveling to Sevilla. Apparently, Italy has closed all frontiers. And now we know that also Getafe and Inter game might suffer because of the same fate. And then Barcelona versus Napoli, that could also get affected. So if you want a little bit of an update on that and how it could kind of really impact Barcelona versus Napoli, of course, let me know and I'll do the necessary research. Of course, I'm really need kind of like basic news and trying to stay up to date, because that's the best thing that we can do as people that right now are not affected by it as many others. So yeah, I could get the necessary research, produce a video for you guys, but I know that you also want to be looking into the wingers and possible transfers for the future. So I'm also working on that. It's just been a hell of a week, a lot of work in the university, but as soon as I can get that done earlier, before spring break, the more I can cover if the Champions League continues, if La Liga continues. We just have to wait and see. For the moment being, this has been the Champions League recap or whatever. I've never done an intro like this. Let me just get it out. See you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.